Have you ever noticed how, like, utterly exhausting it is to just sit perfectly still while trying to make a difficult decision?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you're burning through mental calories, your heart rate is elevated, you feel incredibly busy.
But you haven't actually moved an inch.
Yeah,
Dang, yeah.
I mean, it's the ultimate biological hack, but uh, really not in a good way.
Right.
Your brain is basically generating the neurochemical reward of solving a problem without actually requiring you to take any, real-world risk.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. Well, welcome to today's deep dive. We are dissecting the mechanics of overthinking today, drawing from some really fascinating excerpts from the Limitless Podcast.
It's a great source.
It really is. So our mission for this deep dive is to understand why your mind gets trapped in these endless what-if loops and how to practically break free.
Right? And the crucial distinction the Limitless Podcast makes here is that, well, thinking is useful, right? But overthinking is just exhausting.
Yeah, they define it specifically as analyzing the exact same situation on repeat without actually moving toward a solution. Exactly. And to break that cycle, we first have to identify, what fuels those endless what-ifs.
So what's actually at the root of the paralysis?
Well, synthesizing from the text, there are really three core drivers here. Fear of failure, rejection, or making mistakes, perfectionism, and worrying about uncontrollable factors.
Like the future or other people's opinion?
Right, exactly. Things you literally can't control.
Okay, wait. I actually want to push back on that second one a bit based on what the source says, because calling it perfectionism almost sounds like a humble brag,
Yeah, like, oh, my standards are just too high.
Exactly. But the source asserts that successful people don't wait for certainty. So if perfect plans don't actually exist, isn't the demand for perfection really just fear disguised as responsible preparation?
Oh, that is a much more accurate way to frame it, yeah. I mean, when you endlessly tweak a plan, you are effectively self-soothing. Because humans are highly risk-averse by nature. Every time you map out a hypothetical disaster and, plan a contingency for it, your brain gets a tiny hit of dopamine.
Wow, so you literally feel safe.
Right. By demanding absolute certainty before you act, you're basically building the psychological fortress where you never actually have to face the vulnerability of trying and failing.
Man, so your brain literally gets addicted to the safety of planning.
Yeah.
So how do we shift from that paralysis to actual progress? Like practically, how do you force your brain to shift gears?
Well, the source outlines some really specific behavioral shifts. First, you have to focus only on what you can control today.
Today.
Just today. Yeah, radically shrink your time horizon. And second, set time limits for everyday decisions.
Well, that's smart.
And you also need to protect your mental space, like limiting negative inputs, constant news, endless scrolling, stuff like that. But honestly, the most important shift is replacing fear with curiosity.
Okay, how so?
Instead of asking, what if I fail,
All right.
you deliberately pivot to asking, what might I learn?
That reminds me of the mountain analogy from the source material. Like, staring at the entire summit just feels impossible, right? But focusing on just the next step, that gets you to the top.
Exactly, yeah.
The source emphasizes that action cures overthinking. They give these great specific examples, like, if you want to start a business, don't write a 50-page plan. Just register the name. Or if you want to write a book, just write one page.
Yeah, you are shifting from theoretical problem solving to practical data collection. Yeah. Small physical actions just bypass the brain's threat detection system.
It builds momentum.
Right, and that momentum biologically suppresses the anxiety of the unknown. Which actually brings us to the 24-hour challenge the source has for you.
Oh yeah, I love this part. Tell them the challenge.
So pick one decision you have been avoiding. Just one. Identify just one microscopic next action and complete it within the next 24 hours, just to see how action builds confidence.
I highly recommend doing that. It really exposes the illusion of the perfect plan. And I want to leave you with a final thought to mull over. The source notes that dreams usually disappear because of fear, not a lack of talent.
That is so true.
Knowing this, how many of your past failures weren't actually failures at all, but simply moments where you successfully planned yourself into total inaction? Definitely something to think about.
Absolutely.